Get in there, you beauties. What's going on, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky evening stream for you lads and lasses. We are here to discuss all the latest Manchester United goings on, latest news, and anything that breaks throughout the show. Obviously, we'll keep you covered with what's happening. Oh, yes. Thank you for joining us this evening. Hope you're all having a swell evening, folks. Thanks for joining you, all you beautiful people out there. John Blatchford, United 90, Colin Ralph, Red Olsen, Stuart Stormtrooper Waller, The Gaming Simp, Vincent Bullock, A. Pugh, Connor, Clint, Berber, Sharik J, Andrew, Stephen, Red Olsen, Aloha Max, Colin, Aaron, get in there, you beauty. Stuart Stormtrooper Waller, how you doing there? Duncan, Steve, Keith, Kieran, and everybody else who's aboard the Bacon Express tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got Babes of Busby, Simon, Mike, Keith, G, Wolf United. Oh, Stephen, Andrew, Dell, Hassan. What's going on, Hassan? Tariq as well. Welcome in. Vincent, Oliver, Luke, Chloe. Let's go. Dean, Chris, Barbara Faye. Good to see you back in. What's going on? Reza. Vutanator, thank you, Vutanator. He says we've got 35 likes already at the start of this show. Thank you so much to the Vutanator and every one of you who's hit that like button. Do us a favour at the start of this stream and smash that like button on it, guys. You know it makes sense. Please do give us a cheeky little like on the video. That would be awesome. Drop a cheeky little like on it. Thank you. And give us a share around. The tweet is pinned to the top of the live chat. You can go check that out and give us a retweet and smash the thumbs ups and all that jazz. So please do what you can. AML, thank you so much for the super sticker of the popcorn, my son. Let's go. Amazing legend in the live chat. Come on. AML, thank you very much for the super sticker of the popcorn there, my son. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And get yourself involved throughout the show, everybody. If you are going to hang out, of course, we're going to have an interactive show. We always get some votes in throughout the chat. We read a bunch of comments out as we go. And we also will have a big Q&A at the end of the stream, so stick around. And, of course, if you are new to this channel right now tonight, you know you should be smashing that subscribe button because we're on here daily and nightly giving you the latest no bullshit Manchester United news. So smash the subscribe button if you are new to the show. AML, thank you very much for that, bro. I appreciate you. Everybody else as well, welcome in. We've got a bit to get into tonight. God bless you all. Thanks so much for being here. Let's get stuck in. So, Manchester United on the clear-out trail at the moment, trying to get rid of all the shite at the football club. Erik ten Hag is like some sort of super plumber, this guy. He comes in with his plunger and he's unclogging the pipes here, and he's finally going to get rid of some of the shite at the football club, it seems. I like to call him Super Mario because, well, no particular reason, just because he's a plumber, to be fair. But Ten Hag is super and his name's Eric, so doesn't really make sense to call him Super Eric, but you know what I'm saying. So there you go. He's obviously doing a good job in terms of getting rid of all these players. He's not exactly had a long time at the football club, and he's done more in terms of getting the deadwood shite out of the club more so than anybody else so far, which is beautiful. And we're expecting obviously there to be players coming in before the end of the window. We know that, of course, Manchester United are close to agreeing a deal with West Ham at the moment for Harry Maguire. Let's just cover the latest on Harry Maguire this evening. Hopefully, you never know, throughout this show, the next hour, we'll probably, well, I'm hoping that we'll hear some information in regards to Harry Maguire being gone and getting the hell out of this football club and the finalisations in place between West Ham and Manchester United for this deal. So what we know about that whole situation is that obviously there is an agreement in principle, still the same, £30 million, but there's a few little stipulations and just finalisations that need to be made in regards to the structure of the deal. So hopefully that all gets finalised and we can announce that, you know, there is an agreement in place. Hey, thank you, Marsu, getting in here raw, lad. I appreciate you, bro. Marsu, let's get a Sue in the chat there for Marsu. By the way, I feel so rough this evening, guys. I feel genuinely ill. So I made the foolish mistake of having a McDonald's this evening. I haven't had a McDonald's or anything gas-tastic for a long time. Ate a McDonald's tonight. Goodness me, I'm as slovenly and as slow as Slabby Maguire after a fucking chicken vindaloo right now, guys. I feel, you know, McDonald's is dirt, isn't it? Oh my God. I mean, maybe I did eat a little bit too much. I had like 6 nuggets, a Big Mac, a wrap of the day, and a cheeseburger. So, you know, that is quite a lot. That is quite a lot, to be fair. I went to town on a McDonald's, guys. I had a right mare. But it's a bag of shit. It makes me feel ill, guys. I feel absolutely wrong now. Oh my God. It's like completely, I don't know, where I've avoided eating dirt stuff like that for a long time. Having a McDonald's has ruined me, peeps. Goodness me. Don't eat that shit, guys. It's fucking bad for you. It's really bad for you, honestly. Marsu, thanks very much for your super chat. He says, amazing take. Sal Varane, bring in Pavard and Todibo. What, Marsu? I don't think that is an amazing take. I think that's a gash take. Let's get a gash emoji in there. I think that's a gash take because Rafael Varane is a great player. Yeah, I see what you're saying. He's a bit of an injury-prone fella, isn't he? Bit injury-prone, but come on, he's a good talent. He's a top player. When he's fit and available, he's got to be playing for Manchester United. The guy's a beast, lad. What are you talking about, Marsu? Not so convinced about that, my son. You what? Hello there, Jamsa Highlights. Get in there, you beauty. How you doing tonight, my son? Vincent says, rumours going around that Pig will be asleep when Harry Maguire has announced he was gone. Hey, it might be the case, mate. It might be the case, but I'll be dreaming nice dreams, no doubt. McDonald's will give you the runs. Exactly not. Yeah, the dirty burger. Yeah, they're not good, is it? Don't blame me. I'm blaming it. It's a bag of shit, mate. I did pig out the Vutinator. I literally had a mad amount. Wrap of the day, left or right cheek? You are. Nah, it's no good. It's no good. It is a lot. I just went to town, mate. I went to town. I don't know. Some may call it a celebration for Harry Maguire leaving this football club. I don't know, but I haven't had a McDonald's or any bad food for a long time. Just had the urge tonight, guys, to just pig. And that's what I done today. I had a cheat day. Literally, I put all my calories that I have in my app every single day. I usually have between 2,000 and 2,200. That's how I've lost loads of weight. Today, I've had 3,500 calories, mate. I'm on a right bender. I'm going nuts. You know what I mean? I'm going nuts today. But anyway, right. So let's get back into the transfer news. Slabby Maguire, you are a big old slab of a man, aren't you? He's going, hopefully, in the next couple of days. So there's expected that there will be a full agreement very, very soon from United and West Ham. So Fab earlier on today saying that West Ham have reached an agreement in principle with Manchester United for Harry Maguire on the £30 million fee. Verbal agreement is subject to the final key points on deal structure still under discussion. So hopefully we'll find out that that has all been agreed and finalised sometime this evening, maybe. If not, should be tomorrow. And then, of course, they're going to have to get into the whole palaver of agreeing the personal terms with the slab, which might be a bit of an issue because he's on a couple £100,000 a week. We might have to pay a percentage of his wages until the end of the contract. That'll be shite. But, you know, that's kind of what we have to do to get rid of this man at this stage. So we've got to hope that West Ham come in with a big offer for Harry Maguire in terms of his wages also, and that these finalisations can get gone. So hopefully this happens very, very soon. By the way, we've got 197 legends in here. Let's see if we can get 197 likes on the stream tonight. Smash a thumbs up if you're just getting in here. Don't be a hater. Don't be a Slavo Maguire lover. Do you know what I'm saying? And smash that like on this video. Right, pigging now if you're just joining the stream. Don't make me ask you again, folks, because you know I will do about 7 times throughout this show. Hey, thank you very much for your super chat there, bud. I appreciate you. It's Mighty Gamer. He says, good evening, you sexy beast. I hope you're doing well, apart from the dodgy Mackie D's. Oh, dude, I mean, something not quite right with Mackie D's. I mean, just to give you a bit of information, so I was sat on the toilet for a good 10 minutes before this stream as well, and I was unable to go, even though my stomach feels painful, and it seems like I need to go. I was unable to go. And I don't know what it is. It's probably a bit too much information for you there, to be fair. But McDonald's is not the way to go when you're trying to have a healthy digestive system, my friends. McDonald's is gash. Don't eat McDonald's. It's absolutely horrendous. Red Olsen says, following through later. Oh, dude, it's going to be a shart fest situation, lad. Anyway, it'll be like Harry Maguire's latest performance at the back for United. Absolute bloody crumble job. Oh, anyway. So, let's get stuck into the potential replacements for Harry Maguire. So, of course, Harry Maguire is close to leaving the football club. That's absolutely beautiful. Get in there, Ulster. How you going? I never have done G-Wolf, actually, lad. I've never felt the need, lad, to be fair. The dam will burst, Piggy. Later, don't leave the house. Oh, goodness me. Oh, I had an excessive McDonald's dinner for this evening, no doubt. Anyway, okay, so Pavard, guys. Pavard looks like Benjamin Pavard. You know the one. Pavard is lined up to be potentially Ten Hag's replacement for Harry Maguire. So there is some people saying that, you know, he's not really the one. I think he would be a very good signing for Manchester United. He's got the pedigree. He's certainly got the pedigree, hasn't he? Because he can play in multiple positions. He's obviously got that history with Bayern, where he's won lots of things. He's a winner. He's a winner. He's been part of a successful side for a while. He's a winner. And Man United could do a lot worse than Benjamin Pavard. So we also are looking at Todibo, and it's reported that Tapsoba's on the shortlist of centre-backs as well. when Harry Maguire is sold. And many different outlets suggesting that the Pavard deal is looking quite good for Manchester United. So here's a bit of information that suggests that Benjamin Pavard would love to join Manchester United. He is very keen on the move. This is via Fabrizio Romano. So that's obviously very positive that this guy would be up for it. And apparently he wants to leave Bayern, and it would be difficult for Tuchel to keep hold of him there as well. So pretty excellent if we could bring him in. And there's also sources over in Germany that are expecting Manchester United to make a move for Benjamin Pavard if Harry Maguire leaves. Pavard wants to leave Bayern Munich. He would love to play in England and is expected to cost about 30 to 35 million euros, which seems like a pretty damn good, decent amount of money for somebody in their prime who is a winner and who can play in multiple positions. So I would really enjoy seeing him come, to be fair. And we are clearly the favourites at this moment as well to sign Benjamin Pavard. So all the outlets suggesting this, that at the moment, Man United at this stage are the favourites in the poker for Benjamin Pavard. Pavard can really imagine to join Manchester United as Ten Hag wants him. Concrete talks are ongoing and positive price valuation around 30 million euros. Tuchel wants to keep him. But he wants to leave Bayern. Would be a massive loss for the club. Well, Bayern's loss is Manchester United's gain. And I do truly believe that that would be an excellent addition for us if we could bring him in for 30 million euros. Wouldn't it? Smash a 1 in the chat if you'd love to see Benjamin Pavard acquired by Manchester United in this summer transfer window. Let us know your thoughts. So I know we were talking about Todibo, but what I really do like about Pavard is he's a bit further along in his career. He's a bit more developed. He's won a lot of stuff. He's a ready-made player to come in and do a very good job for us. Plus, he can play right back, he can play centre back, he can even play CDM if you absolutely need him to. So I was looking into his career stats before this stream just out of interest to see where he spends most of his time. And it's almost an exact split between centre back and right back. He plays a heck of a lot of games in both positions. And in fact, just in the last season alone, I'll put a photo up on the screen here, so maybe you can see that. This is from Transfer Market, the website, but this is just the last season, literally 2022-2023 season. He played 43 times for Bayern throughout the season, of which 23 of those games was at centre-back and 20 of those games was at right-back. He scored 7 goals and got an assist during that time, which is not really what we're really looking at anyway, but just the idea that he can play in multiple positions. He can play in both of the areas, and we've talked about maybe the need to get a better right back in at some point, or somebody to come in who will be able to play right back. So I really do like the fact that this guy can play both positions for us as and when we need him. That's one of the big plus points for him, is that he's a versatile player. So I really like that. He can play centre back, he can play right back. There's no position that he can't play, really, this guy. He's all over the gaff. So I'm looking forward to the possibility that United go and try for this man. But obviously, Todibo's still on the cards. Some people think we should get Todibo. Let's have a little vote and see. Guys, who would you rather see Manchester United if we can only sign one? There can be only one. If we can only sign one of these guys on the shortlist, who would you like to see Manchester United go out there and purchase? Would it be Benjamin Pavard? Would it be Jean-Clair Todibo? Or maybe Tapsoba? Get your thoughts and opinions in. I'm going to just have a look in the chat. Interactive show as always. Pavard, says G-Wolf. Yes, indeed. Pavard, says Daniel. 7 more goals than Veghorst, says John Blatchford. Yeah, the Pavard and Varane link. Yeah, French friends. Oh, French friends. Todibo, Pavard, Pavard. Get both Pavard and Todibo. Lindelof, Varane getting old. Varane's only like 29, 30, isn't he, Danny B? But he is injury prone. Pavard. Boomy says Pavard, and I'm 90% sure Ten Hag will sign Pavard. It's known that he likes him, but he's also, fond of Todibo. Need a young centre-back too. Well, that's where maybe Todibo would come in. It would be quite something if Man United were prepared to go out there and sign 2 defenders in this summer window, wouldn't it? But I don't see it happening, but you never know. Not sure if it's new in the UK, but US Premier League YouTube put out a great Ten Hag doc yesterday. Oh, okay, I've not seen that one, Mr. Anderson. I have to check it out, my son. Hi to Ella. What's going on? Ella. Welcome in there, Ella. Thank you for getting in. Pavard, TC Boy, good evening to you. Todibo all day, says Duke of Rodtown. Pavard, get in there, my son. Hey, BA Studios, thank you very much for the super chat here, BA. Come on, let's get some mad love in the live chat there for BA Studios. He says, why you should never play poker in the jungle. Too many cheaters. Super chat. you should never play poker with someone whose name is a city. That's something I've always also learned as well. If the guy's called like Chicago Joe or Minnesota Fats or, you know, Detroit Billy, don't play cards with that guy. You know, good shout there, PA Studios. Not the best of jokes, but we'll let you have it. We'll let you have it. Thank you, PA Studios. Thank you so much for getting that in there, Raw. I appreciate you, bro. Especially not Stoke-on-Trent Steve. No, you don't want to hang out with him. Hey, thank you, PA Studios. Thank you so much, bud. Get in there. And also, Kate Cadet, thank you so much. He says, Pig, open your Telegram inbox and play the message. I don't know what you think this is, really, Kate Cadet. If you think this is some sort of Kate Cadet show or something like that, mate, and that people are allowed to just, like, send me £2, and that means I'll play any old message that they fucking want. Is that what you think, Kate Cadet? Because you're right, mate. Because you're right. Let's check it out. Let's see what this guy's got to say for himself. You what? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, hang on. Let's see what he's got to say. This better be good, Kate, because I'm in the middle of doing a serious show right now, bud. Okay? Let's see what this is about.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious West Ham. Even though the sound of it is really quite exciting, and if you say it loud enough, it's even quite orgasmic. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious West Ham.
What the fuck? I was not expecting that, mate. Oh, that's brilliant. That's good, to be honest. Nice one. You what? I was not expecting that, Cake Cadet, but that's class, mate. Fair play to you, mate. That's made me chuckle. That's tickled me, that has, mate. Anyway, right, okay. That's the last time we ever do that. Hey, no, thank you very much indeed, Cape Cadet, for getting in there with that, mate. You know, yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff right there. Legend, absolutely. Get some legends in the live chat there for Cape Cadet. Respect. Okay, so back on track. Pavard would like Manchester United. Manchester United are favourites to sign him at this stage. He's understandably wanting to leave Bayern München, and Man United would be a great destination for him. He's versatile. He can play a multitude of positions. Right back, centre back, can even stick in there at CDM if you need him to. 27, French vibes, won a bunch of trophies, winning pedigree. These things all mean something. So to me, he is somebody that's pretty much ready-made to come in to United's backline and help us out. And even challenge for a starting place in the team. Why not, eh? You know, it's no bad thing about having a little bit of extra depth in the team. Maybe he'll just put the frighteners up Aaron Wan-Bissaka, because let's face it, Dallow's a little bit on the gas side. And you know Varane's going to get injured at some point, and when he does, it'd be nice to have somebody in there who can do a good job and maybe suits Ten Hag's style as well, and is not a complete slow melter like Slabby Maguire. So it's a yes from me, Carol, in regards to Benjamin Pavard. I like the idea of it, but as I say, we are working on other players also, so there is a short list of a few different players at this moment, which you can see in the bottom right hand corner there. Graham Bailey suggesting that Man United are already working hard on centre back options when Harry Maguire leaves. Pavard, Jean-Clair Todibo, Per Schurz, Jared Braithwaite, and also Antonio Silva, all discussed within Old Trafford. This is what he says. So quite interesting. It's not just the three players we've mentioned. Maybe we are just looking at several players at this moment in time to decide who's the best option for us in terms of value and in terms of quality. Thank you, Matty Norton. Come on. Thank you so much, Matt Norton. I appreciate your super chat here as well, dude. Get in there, you handsome bastardo. Thank you so much, dude. He says, sounding like Amrabat deal could be done next week. Add in him and Pavard and selling Maguire. 10 out of 10 window. 10 out of 10 Haag. I like your style there, bud. Thank you so much. I mean, I'm going to give it... Let's just say that happens. We get Amrabat and we get Pavard and we sell Maguire, guys. Give the transfer window a rating out of 10. Matty's giving it a 10. I mean, fair play to you. I'll give it an 8.5 or a 9. It's a pretty exceptional window, to be fair. It is a very, very good window if that happens. But there's still one or two areas that I'm a bit concerned about. You know, Rasmus is injured at the top of the pitch at the moment. I know it's only for a couple of weeks, but we could have done with a little bit more firepower at the top of the pitch. So if we get that, maybe it will be a 10. I still want us to go in for Harry Kane. You know, I really, really do. I know it's not going to happen, but that's what I would like to see. It would be a 10 out of 10 if we could get Kane. Thank you, Matt Norton, for the super chat. I appreciate you. But look, very high numbers coming in here. 9 says Sheeman, 10 says Neil. Get in there. 10 says Alan Partridge. 6 out of 9 says Nut. Nice one, Nut lad. That's his favourite number. Chloe says 9. That big 9, 9, 10, 8, 9, 8.5, 8, 8, 8, 8.5. Yeah, well, the Glazers shithouses still being here is the worst thing about this summer transfer window for sure. Hey, Dublin Games, thanks for your highlighted member comment. My son, 6 months he's been a member of the channel. #6 for Dublin Games, lad. He says, I'm happy Harry Maguire is going. Me too, bro. I'm happy as a pig in shite, to be fair. Slabo Maguire to West Ham is what dreams are made of. Honestly, I woke up and fist bumped the air today when I saw the news that there was an agreement in principle. Let's just hope it doesn't fall down, because there is a couple of ways, of course, as I mentioned, wages and just desire and things like that could be the issue here. But hopefully it seems like he wants to go, and all things going well, we can certainly sell the slab to them. So yeah, that's looking good, Dublin Games. Thank you so much for your highlighted member comment, being a member 6 months, #6. BA Studios says, my boss told me to have a good day, so I went home. BA Studios, if I were you, I wouldn't quit your day job, mate. If I were you, I'd probably, work hard, get your head down, make sure you keep that job bug, because I don't see your future working out too well as a stand-up comedian here, dude. Just being honest. BA Studios, thank you so much for your joke there, though. It's a good one, lad. I don't blame you. I would do the same. Mate, thank you so much. Exactly, Casey. Another central striker is absolutely needed, isn't it? So maybe this Leonardo from Brazil, perhaps we could have a bit of bollocks about us and try and get a serious number 9 in there, Kane or someone, but it's quite unlikely. We're getting into the news right now, Lord PlayStation. Hang tight and we'll let you know the rest of it, and then we'll have a rundown at the end of the show. K Cadet says, should I quit my day job and be a singer? Based on that supercalifragilisticexpialidocious song, I'd say 110%, mate. You've got what it takes. You've got what it takes, lad. Thank you, Staygold, for smashing the like button. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed, hit the thumbs ups if you're just getting in here, guys. Drop a little like on the stream. We're currently on 123 likes. That's less than half the people in here. So keep smashing that thumbs ups if you're just joining us. It does boost us up. I know I keep banging on about it and it's boring, but every little like helps. That's all we ask, is a cheeky thumbs up. And it does help the channel out, and it helps us to keep the wolf from the door, so to speak. It also helps us to boost up on the algorithm and helps us to compete with clickbait wankers and corporations. So hit the thumbs up. It takes a second, and you'll like it. Marsu says, Varane to Al Nassr, 100 million. I'm a businessman. Right, okay then, Marsu, fair enough. I mean, you might be a businessman, but you're also somewhat in the delusional side of things, lad, if you think we can get 100 mil for Raphael Varane. His legs are made of paper. That's the issue with him. He's one of these players that is very injury prone, and therefore, his value's not that high. He's getting on a bit now as well. He's like 29, 30. No, I don't want to sell him. I want to keep him. What's all this talk of us getting rid of Varane? I think we're being a bit silly now. I know we've got rid of a lot of players in this summer window already, and we're still working on players to go. People like Donny, Fred, McTominay, Maguire, etc. But we shouldn't start getting rid of the good players. Raphael Varane's a good player. I know he's injury prone, he's not fit all the time, but crikey, he's actually a good player. He makes us better by being fit and available. So I would never get rid of Raphael Varane, no chance. He's the Don around these parts. We need to do everything we can to keep hold of him for the time being. Let's just hope that he's not as injury prone going forward. Now he's not playing so much international football, because obviously he has retired from international football. So that should hopefully keep him a little bit more fit and conditioned to play for Manchester United, you would hope. But anyway, so Pavard, guys, is wanted by United. It's thought that he would really love to come to United. He wants United, and we're the favourites to bring him in at this moment in time. There's nobody else really that's sniffing around him. Benjamin Pavard to United looks pretty good at this moment in time, and because of that, yeah, I mean, he's probably gone into the lead as our favoured sort of acquisition once Maguire's gone. And as we've said, he's basically played a split role for Bayern for several seasons now, playing both centre-back and right-back. So last season, 22-23, he literally played 23 at centre-back and 20 at right-back. So that's the sort of player you're getting here. You're getting somebody that's just as adept at playing in the right-back position as he is the centre-back position, and can play in a number of roles. So for that reason, very much happy to see him come into the club and giving us more depth and more competition there. That'd be exceptional. Get in there, my son. Okay, and as I mentioned earlier on today, there is a short list of centre-backs which is thought to consist of at least 3, which is Todibo, Tapsoba and Pavard. Let's ask the chat, who would you go and get as your number 1 centre-back signing, or, the only centre-back signing out of those 3 players that we've mentioned? Get your thoughts and opinions in. But for me, I mean, I'm edging now towards Pavard because he's a bit further developed, he's more experienced. and he can play a couple of different positions. So I do fancy the old Pavard move, personally. TJ says Pavard number 1. Hey, seriously, thanks for your super chat here, boss. Get in there, seriously. Let's go. Let's get some Sues in there for seriously. Thank you very much, bro. Dude, that's big in my head, isn't it? I need to move that thing, mate. Hang on. That's too big. That super chat thing. It's right in the way of my noggin there. Hey, thank you so much there, seriously. I appreciate you guys. Get some love in there for seriously. He comments and he says, easy pig. Thoughts on Rashford up front or Sancho false 9 for Wolves? Yeah, so, I mean, I think we'll probably see Rashford up front for it. Not been overly impressed with Sancho going through the middle in pre-season. He's been all right. But Rashford can do it. We know he can do it. It's not his best position, but he can play at number 9. He's got the pace to stretch opposition defences. Wolves have just got a new coach, obviously been appointed as well, and they won't have that much time to work on things. I say we just get at them, proper guns a-blazing, Rashford on the last man, and utilise his pace to get him behind, and just, I can see Rashford doing a decent job for a few games there until Højlund's back. Plus, if you look at how we've been playing in pre-season, Garnacho's done well on the left wing. Got to be playing Garnacho in that game, and if Garnacho's playing on the left wing, then I guess it means Rashford's playing at striker. So I think the first game against Wolves will probably go into the game with a front three that consists of Garnacho, Rashford and Anthony. It'd be quite unlikely to think Sancho gets in there at this stage. But maybe that is a plan this season. Obviously, Ten Hag has alluded to the fact that he thinks that Jadon Sancho's best position is sort of playing centrally through the middle. So you could be onto something. Perhaps we will see Sancho given the chances, but just based on Rashford doing well in the last game and the fact that he's done it last season for us quite a lot and scored quite a lot of goals, I think he'll be playing in the forward position very, very soon. That's what I'm expecting anyway. So we'll see. I mean, Martial maybe. So we do have some news on Martial actually. Just very quickly, as you've mentioned it. So I'll get this up on the screen. Tony Martial has returned to training. So Tony, we were obviously not too sure when his sort of time frame would be back because, let's face it, he's a complete injury-prone melter. And as it turns out, he's now back to full training after recovering from the injury that kept him out of pre-season friendlies. Get in there, my son! So that's good news. Anyway, we've got another backup player. It doesn't really do much for us, does it? I don't think he's first team. He's certainly not first string. But he is good to have around as a body. And we can't sell him because of the amount of money that he's on. I guess if he is fit enough to train and fit enough to play for us, then he's fit enough to be sold. So we can still hope for maybe a cheeky little bid coming from Saudi Arabia for Tony Martial, but it would have to be a reasonably small deal because of the amount of money that he's on and how injury prone he is. But yeah, Martial's still a player. Berber says Martial can sod off, absolute useless. Spot on, agree with you, Berber. He is absolutely useless, isn't he, really? Very injury prone, barely plays. Disappointing sort of career that he's had at United in general, and he's paid £200,000 a week to be shite. What a nightmare. Terrible. So, yeah, I mean, if we could sell him, let's get rid of him. But unfortunately, I do think we're kind of stuck with him just because of what we pay him. And we've said that many times this summer, and it's true. That's why you're not hearing too many links with clubs and Tony Martial, because he's just such bad value for money. You'd actually maybe struggle to give him away. Like at the moment, Eric Bailly's close to leaving Manchester United on a free, essentially, looking to terminate the deal. So, bit of news there. Bailly has basically done a deal with Besiktas. And here's a report that suggests that excluded from the first team activities, reports from Turkey indicate that Eric Bailly has agreed a contract with Besiktas and will seek contract termination with United, and perhaps it's known that he'll be going on a free. You probably would struggle to give Tony Martial away just because he's on so much cash and he's such an injury-prone melter, so I don't think we'll get anything for him. I don't think he's going to be sold. Martial for 10 mil, well, I mean, if you're going to get some money for him, not going to be a lot, is it? Not going to be a lot, is it? And he's a bit of a sulk. He is a bit of a sulk. Hey, Jonathan Gallagher, how you doing? He says, drop Rashford for Garnacho when Højlund is fit. Yeah, probably. Garnacho looks like the Mutt's nuts over on that left-hand side. Looks like an absolute brilliant beast. And certainly he's so young, but he's still good enough to do the job. And he would definitely be giving Rashford some competition over on the left side. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not against that. Let's move on then. So, of course, the centre-back position is close to being improved upon. Man United are trying to get a deal done with West Ham to finalise, obviously, Maguire to West Ham, and they've got to agree personal terms. When that happens, we'll keep you posted. Hopefully, it'll be soon. That looks like the McTominay deal maybe is dead in the water, but maybe not, because of the Paqueta situation. Paqueta is wanted by City at this stage. obviously come out of left field, this one, and therefore, you know, maybe they still want Scott McTominay. So maybe we can still sell Scott McTominay to West Ham. It'd be a lovely thing to do, wouldn't it? So don't rule it out at this moment, but still, it's looking less likely because there is now a here we go situation for James Ward-Prowse. So I'll just pop that up in the top right-hand corner. So as you can see here, West Ham completed the agreement to sign James Ward-Prowse for £30 million. Here we go. Personal terms verbally agreed. Time to prepare and check documents soon. Medical to be booked this week. So it does seem like they are doing the move for James Ward-Prowse. They've also got Edson Alvarez coming in. But perhaps with this whole Lucas Paqueta situation, it just livens up the Scott McTominay deal again. So, I don't know here, guys. What do you think? Let's have a little vote in the chat just for a bit of fun for the interactive show. Where do you see Scott McTominay playing his football this season? Let us know in the live chat. Do you think it'll be at United? Do you think it will be West Ham? Do you think Eddie Howe will come knocking? Do you think he'll go and reunite with Jose Mourinho over at Roma or somewhere else? Let us know your thoughts. But for me, tough one. I mean, I almost think we'll struggle to sell him. It seems like we're pricing him out of the move. They offered 30 mil. We rejected it. We're asking for 40 or 45. It's too much money for this gash bag. He's not good enough. A lot of people saying United. Martial's the incredible sulk. He is indeed. Newcastle says DJ Superfly Guy. Hopefully away, says Jonathan. United. G-Wolf says the Championship. Anywhere but United's a dub. Absolutely. It's not even about the money for me, really. I would have snapped their hand off for 30 mil. Scott McTominay is Man United. You what, Gattuso? United, Everton, United, Altrincham. West Ham or Burnley. Man U. United. Hammer fans don't want him, says DJ Disco Dave. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have thought many top teams would have wanted him, to be fair. I mean, they're not a top team, but even mid-table teams. That's apparently what United want, Palmer, is 45 million. I know it sounds way too much. He's not worth that, is he? I'll give you a packet of pork scratchings for the guy. He's not the best footballer around, is he? He's technically guff. There's not that many teams that would be crawling to come and get him anyway, I don't think. In the new Scooby-Doo movie, says TJ. Aggie? Who be Stacks? Yeah, Scotty McTominay, maybe. He could be one of the bad guys with one of the masks on at the end. McTominay will get further bids, 100%. I hope you're right, bud. I really do. I mean, it could push the price up if that does happen. We could get 35 million, maybe even 40 million for him, which is what United want. But it seems like we're asking for a bit too much cash for Scotty. I don't want it to, you know, get to the situation where we're stuck with him at the end of the transfer window. That would be terrible, because we have had the chance to get rid, and when you've got the chance to get rid, you should get rid. And they've now moved on to James Ward-Prowse. But as I say, because of that whole Lucas Paqueta situation, there's every chance that maybe we still can sell him. But because there's a here we go situation for James Ward-Prowse, it's just made things a little bit more difficult. As I say, there are other teams interested still, though. I don't know, guys. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one to predict what's going to happen with Scotty, because he is bang average. We kind of need some midfielders to go in order to make way for Sofyan Amrabat. So I'd love to tell you that there's been more movement on the Sofyan Amrabat deal. Unfortunately, that is just at the same sort of impasse right now, which is that Manchester United want him. He wants Man United. We've got to clear out a couple of the gash bags in the midfield first before we go in for him. So Fred, McTominay, Donny, these guys are all being worked on at this moment in time to move on. Once one or two of those guys are gone, we will go and move for Sofyan Amrabat. That's known. But we haven't done it yet because we've just got too many players, you know, hanging around that midfield area at this minute. Mick, I love the idea of Pavard at United. I really do. Great player, won a bunch of stuff, has a good mentality, nice and quick as well compared to like melters like Slabo Maguire. He can play right back, he can play centre back, can even play CDM if you absolutely need him to. So definitely a good acquisition for us at the moment to add competition in depth, and a much better replacement than Slabo Maguire, I think. And he's a few years younger as well. It's just, it would be a really good addition. I agree with you. Hey, thank you, the Hoop Man, for the likes tally. That's awesome, guys. We've got 157 likes. Get in there, you beautiful man. Aye, let's get some cheeky little iron brew emojis in the live chat. There for the Hoop Man. Thank you so much, mate. Did you see that coming? Thank you so much there, the Hoop Man. I appreciate you, dude. Yes, indeed, everyone. Smash that like, hit the subscribe, and keep them coming. Right, so, you know, yeah, McTominay's up in the air. West Ham might still come in for him. If not, other teams will probably go in for him because he is a decent sort of a player. Maybe 30 million is around about the right amount that we should be looking to receive for him, which is what we rejected from West Ham's initial approach, which is a shame, but I guess you never accept the first approach. But rather than just outright reject it, maybe what we should have done is just have a little small negotiation with them. So not reject it to the point where it's like, oh, you know what? No, we want to get 45 million for him. No, we should have just said, hey, look, give us 36 mil, 37 mil. You got yourselves a deal, West Ham scummers. And if we'd have done that, then just maybe, you know, we would have been able to get a deal done because it wouldn't be too far away. But at the moment, maybe it just seems like there's a little bit too much costs in the deal for West Ham. It's not a good value deal for them. That's why they've gone and got James Ward-Prowse. So we'll see. We'll see if they are going to come in for Scotty, but I wouldn't rule it out because of the Lucas Paqueta deal. Don't know what it is about Lucas Paqueta. I'd just love to say his name. Lucas Paqueta. Something awesome about it, isn't there? Anyway, just me? Okay. So Fulham want Fred as well. That's another player. Let's talk about that. So here's another fresh report about Fulham and Fred. So Fulham's wanting a little bit of cheeky Fred action. Also, it's understood there's a couple of Turkish teams and a couple of Saudi teams that are interested in Fred. Fred is expected to go pretty soon. He's almost guaranteed to go at this stage, really. Hoyland's getting his number 17 shirt, it seems. Fulham are in talks to sign Fred and are hopeful of reaching agreement, says Sky Sports News. So we'll wait and see if anything materialises there. Hopefully, he would go maybe to Saudi, somewhere where he can get more money for the club, for himself and for the club. Like Fulham, I think it would be a great signing for them. Actually, for Fred would be a great signing for them. But you know, that's one player that's still linked with a move away. Donny van der Beek's another one, guys, just to give you the lowdown on Donny. More reports this evening from Fab. About an hour ago, he tweeted out some more updates on Fabrizio and said that Real Sociedad and Manchester United are still negotiating for Van der Beek. The discussion's ongoing about a loan fee and how to cover Donny's salary and also option to buy clause in 2024. Understand that Van der Beek's keen on the move and attracted by the Real Sociedad project. So, seems a loan move is on the horizon for Donny, not necessarily a permanent transfer, which is what we want, obviously, to generate cash. But maybe there'll be a cheeky little loan fee up front, which makes it worth our while. They'll cover his wages, hopefully, also. And maybe we can even get an obligation to buy in there for next year, or at the very least, an option to buy for a year's time. And then we don't have to worry about Donny for a year and he's not here. So makes a bit of sense, really. We've gone over whether or not he would be a decent player to keep hold of, and it's kind of like one of those, if he stays, it's not the end of the world. He's kind of a good player to have around. If he goes, then good, we've got him off of our books, and you know, then we can start to look at bringing in the likes of Sofyan Amrabat. So it's I'm fine with it either way. Still much rather get rid of Scott McTominay at this moment and get the 30 or 35 million in that we can get for the guy. Also, Mejbri contract talks, guys. So on to the next story. Mejbri contract talks. Get in there. What do you reckon, guys? Keep, loan or sell Hannibal Mejbri? Just in, Hannibal Mejbri and Manchester United are in negotiations for a contract extension. The current contract will run until the end of 2024 with a one-year option. Discussions are still ongoing regarding its future. Luton Town, Stade de Rennais and another English club are interested in a loan. So we reported that Luton were interested in a loan a little while ago. That seems to be the case. I would obviously sign him up to a new deal as long as it's not a ridiculous contract, because we do pay players too much too soon. Sign him up to a long-term deal and then loan him out to Luton Town or a Premier League side, somewhere that's a good standard. You know, playing regular football, getting that baptism of fire as a professional. That's what he needs. He doesn't need to go over and play in the French League, if you ask me. So Stade de Rennais, you know, okay, yeah, the French League's all right, but nothing's as good as the Premier League. If he was playing regularly in the Premier League, that really would give him a great footballing education. I think he's a good player, is Hannibal Mejbri. He's not going to get game time at Man United, even as a backup, really. Even if we get rid of McTominay and Fred and Donny, we're signing Sofyan Amrabat, and there's still Eriksen and Mount and Bruno and Cassie. And you know, all who are going to be ahead, and Kobbie Mainoo's around the gaff as well. So very unlikely that he'd play hardly at all going forward. So I would say that a loan move makes the most sense. I can see most people think that a loan move does make sense. Few people saying keep him. Vincent Bullock says keep him. Yeah, I mean, you know, either or really. I'm not bothered. He might be good for us for depth, but he's not going to play regularly at United. So I'd rather see him go to a different Premier League side, such as Luton, and get the game time that you know, he's not going to get in Manchester United, still in the Premier League. That would be good for his progression, good for his development, his career. So bang up for that. Bang up for that. Also, a bit of transfer news about Zion Suzuki. You know how we were sort of courting this goalkeeper. We'd put an offer in for him. Well, he's been speaking. This is what Zion Suzuki said. He said, it's true that there was an offer from Manchester United. Of course, I would like to go to Manchester United, but after careful consideration, I've made this decision. United have signed Andre Onana, and it's important for me to play. You know what, guys? Fair play to this guy. You know what I mean? Fair play to him. I'll rate that, you know, in all fairness. Like, he doesn't want to be a backup. You know, I get it. Manchester United's obviously a much bigger club than that random Malta Belgian team that he's gone and played for. But the reality is he's not going to play at United. He would just be a backup sat on the bench. So I kind of rate that, to be fair. Fair play to him. He would obviously like to be the number one if Andre Onana wasn't here and he was given that chance. But he obviously doesn't. He wants to go and play regular football, and he's not going to just sit around. So I respect it, but we are obviously not working on him anymore. It seems he's no, yeah, the Japanese kid. That's the one, TJ. So he's no longer you know, a possibility for us. But it was worth mentioning anyway, just because he has been talking about the fact that United were in for him, but he has now gone to a Belgian team. So there you go. Zion Suzuki not going to be involved at Manchester United. Big whoop. Right, let's take a look at some of the updates that have come in throughout the show, guys. There's a couple of new things. Thank you to Rushmano for getting these in. So we are already working hard on centre-back options when Harry Maguire leaves. We have a whole host of centre-backs we're looking at. Don't know if any of you have seen this link about Tchouaméni today. I'm not really going to talk about it because it sounds like pure bollocks to me. But crikey, if we could go for Tchouaméni, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it? So let's hope it's true, but it does sound like a raw piece of bollocks to me. There's also another report that we talked about saying that Harry Maguire could be the new captain of West Ham. So, you know, the Daily Mail are reporting that, though, and they usually report all sorts of gash, like little green men are living on the moon and stuff like that. They're absolutely pathetic. So there's every chance that that's not the case, but we talked about the prospect of that yesterday, that maybe Moyes would just like to entice Harry Maguire over there by making him some gash promises about being the new captain of West Ham. And to that I say, good luck to you, my friends. Good luck to you. David Moyes, he hasn't got a clue what he's doing, has he? You know that old adage back in the day where it had a picture of him sat in United's office and it had a caption saying, I have no idea what I'm doing. I kind of feel like that's true. You know, he's bringing in a whole host of dodgy bastards at the club, basically, and hoping for the best possible outcome. I don't know about that. I think he's going to be in for a rude awakening when Slabby Maguire goes in there. And when Slabby Maguire goes in there and you know, and scores an OG on the opening day of the season. That's what I think's going to happen. Andy Tate quote says, Rajat V, David Moyes, you are the biggest fool in Manchester. He got the job on a technicality of a legend who recommended you. You are nothing. You are a fool, and you're a waste of time. Good night. A bastard style of play. Absolutely. He is an absolute bloody liability, is David Moyes. He's the biggest fool in Manchester. Absolutely, mate. Dale says, I'd rather play for a club. Yeah, play time. Fuck the bench. Lad needs to get up his game. Second keeper needs to be a lad who can play well enough that Onana has to up his game. Yeah, I respect that, Dale. You know, this kid, Zion Suzuki, obviously wants to go and play regular football. You can't really blame the guy. Obviously, Man United's a much bigger club, but he wants to play football and develop as a player and a goalkeeper and a person. He's not going to do that sat around at United. So I respect it. Yeah, poor Slab has had a bad time of it, bless him, says the cake cadet. Has he really? Goodness me, if he's had a bad time of it, I'd like to be him. I'd like to get 200 grand a week and get the abuse and score OGs and be shite at my job and still get paid 10 million a year, lad. Don't feel bad for Slabby. He's living the dream. He's living the dream. One thing that would be good for Harry Maguire is when he's pissed off to West Ham, that they'll probably love him over there, the fan base, until he scores a massive OGs, of course. But you know, they'll back him, I think, at the start, and he'll feel the fact that there's a lot less pressure over there at West Ham. He'll play regularly for them. Goodness knows whether or not he'll be in for a shout of getting the captain's armband. I doubt that, to be honest. But he'll have less pressure on him over there, which means they'll probably put in better performances. Also, stylistically, it'll probably suit him better. And also, just like, you know, in terms of the quality and the expectations that the West Ham fan base and the West Ham as a club have, it's more in keeping with what Slabby Maguire is going to give them. Like, he will make some errors. They won't win all the games. And they're okay with that, you know. That's what they do. They're expected to finish mid-table. But Man United should be challenging for things. And when we're challenging for things, obviously you can't have melters letting us down all the time, who almost every time they step out on the pitch seems to absolutely crumble job it. And that's the sort of guy that Slabby Maguire is. Absolute slabinator of a man. Exactly, Neil says, never feel bad for someone who's on a ton of money. I know, I mean, money's not everything, but he's in the line of fire in the public eye. And he's paid big money, handsome money for it. So, it could be worse. Moyes is going to get sacked after 5 games as AML. As long as he's got Maguire and McTominay signed up before then, I don't care. Maguire and West Ham will be well suited to each other. I think so too, yeah. Ryan, what's going on? Says West Ham should re-sign Lingard. Well, he's on a free, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he's on a free. Available for nothing, isn't he, right now? Free agency, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if he is, then I would suggest that would be a decent signing by West Ham as well, just because of that time that he had while he was at the club. He was very good for them. There's still incompetent players at Man United. Yeah, there is, Jonathan Gallagher. True. Definitely is. I mean, looks like Bailly's going, Maguire's going, Fred's going, hopefully McTominay's going. But to be fair, we are clearing out a lot of the shite, Jonathan Gallagher. There's not that much lingering around once those guys have gone. There's still one or two, I suppose. Tony Martial's going to be hard to sell, of course. But beyond that, it's like there's not really that many players that I wouldn't feel happy with having at the club, really. The Foss Way, hello, bro. He says, evening, Pig. Looking well, fella. Maguire will do well at West Ham. Never the centre-back to play a high line. Will fit in with a lower block. Spot on. That's exactly what I'm saying. Not good at playing the high line. He melts in a high line. Gets done. He's got no pace. He can't get back. It's so true. But with a low block side or a team that's not expected to be in control, dominating all the time, he's absolutely tailor-made for a low block team. You're absolutely spot on. By the way, peeps, we are creeping up. We're only 60 subscribers there away from 73,000 subscribers. Just 60 away. Let's take a little moment to say, #subscribe. Hit the subscribe. That's the red one down there that says subscribe on it. Smash the subscribe button if you're here for the first time, guys. Help us get to 73,000 subscribers. We're trying to get there before the start of the Premier League season. So smash that subscribe if you are new to the channel. Oh, yes. It was good. I know, TJ. We'll be bringing that back for the new FIFA, lad. Casey says, honestly, Slabby should be really happy that he's back in another Premier League club. Honestly, don't believe he's Premier League level defender. Hey, fair play to you, Casey. I know. I would have thought maybe it would have been more appropriate for him to piss off back to Leicester City. Or even Sheffield United, obviously, are up now. Sheffield United would have been a good one. Or maybe, Hull City. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. One of his old teams. One of his old haunts where he's more wanted. That would have been good as well. Relegation spot for West Ham, says Dennis Johnson. McTominay can be a good box-to-box alternative for smaller matches. Don't ever want him in CDM again. Yeah, no, I agree with that as well. He's not comfortable enough sat in front of the back four. He's not defensively sound enough, but getting around, he can score goals. He can get forward. He is a big, sort of powerful individual, big-looking sort of Scottish guy. He can obviously do the business when it comes to like getting forward and just being a bit of a lummox and being a nuisance. I agree with that. He scored a bunch of goals for Scotland doing so. Hey, thank you very much there, Anna Novak Kamocha, for subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you hitting the subscribe. That's awesome. Welcome aboard the Bacon Express. Okay, so let me cover the rest of what we've got going on in this video. Then we will jump into the live chat and see what your legends are saying. I used to play Pro Evo back in the day, Tommy Boy. Who remembers the early 2000s? Pro Evo was the daddy. Pro Evo was the jam, mate. It was actually better than FIFA for a long time. But the last one I played was a few years back. And I must say that, I didn't enjoy it too much. Prefer FIFA. Ryan Hughes is just joining tonight, Pig. Hearing about Maguire West Ham made my fucking day today and made work go fast. Ryan, I feel on that one, mate. It's a double fist bump situation, man. Isn't it? Come on, get in there, my son. Harry Maguire, hopefully going. Look, it's not quite done yet. Let's cover the news then of what we've discussed. So it's not quite done yet, but there is an agreement in principle in place. Let's talk about it. So Fab earlier on today reporting that West Ham have reached an agreement in principle with Manchester United for Harry Maguire on £30 million fee. I'm going to do a rundown of what we've discussed in this video now for anybody who's just getting in here, and we'll have a big Q&A in a few minutes as well. Give us a retweet, guys. It's pinned to the top of the chat. I'll shout you all out in a sec. So 30 million quid is what the amount is. It's a verbal agreement, but with an emphasis on United and West Ham having to thrash out a few different terms of the deal, basically. So the deal structure needs to be discussed and finalised, but it is agreed as per Sky, and personal terms will be discussed soon. So that's another area of which it could fall down on, I suppose, if West Ham don't want to give Harry Maguire too much money, because he's on a couple £100,000 a week at United. We're probably in the situation where we're going to have to pay some of his wages for the remainder of his contract just to convince West Ham to actually go in for him. But as we've said before, let's say it's 200k, let's say they go to 150 grand. That means for a couple of years, United have to pay 50 grand a week to Harry Maguire, which sounds ridiculous, but it's £2.4 million a year, take that out of the initial fee. So we've sold him for 25 mil, basically. So it's not the end of the world. So I think it'll probably be somewhere around about that. Let's ask the live chat. What do you think West Ham will end up striking a deal with Harry Maguire for in terms of his weekly wage? Let me know. But I reckon about 150k, and then they'll assume that United are going to cover the rest. Because Maguire's not going to turn down that money. He's not going to say, no, I'm going to go and play for 50 grand less a week. That makes no sense. That's not going to happen. United are going to have to take that on the chin and buy out the remainder of his contract, essentially, or pay the remainder of his contract while he's a West Ham player. So they're not going to go to 200 grand. It's very unlikely. If they do, I'd be surprised. But because of that, I suppose it could fall down, because if West Ham go, you know what, Slabby, we'll give you 110 grand a week, and that leaves 90 grand a week on the table for United. It makes no sense then to sell him. So let's hope that they're realistic and that they're prepared to pay at least, 75% of his current wage. If they are, then United can take that small hit of the 25% of his wages for the remainder of his deal. So yeah, lots of people said about 150k, 130k, 120k in the live chat. He's not worth much more than that at all. No, we're the sort of calamity club to pay him huge money, but he's not worth it anywhere else. So yes, there is a thought though that maybe West Ham won't go that high, and we might be left scratching our heads to try and figure out a deal for Slabby. That's the problem. Okay, so Harry Maguire, though, anytime soon, maybe tonight, probably tomorrow, there will be news of a full agreement essentially in place there between the two clubs. It's already provisionally agreed in principle. And then, obviously, Maguire's got to agree personal terms with West Ham, which we're hoping comes very, very soon. Once that's done, we can start to move forward on a replacement for him at centre-back. And right now, we have got a varying short list of different players. So yesterday and earlier today, we were talking about players like Tapsoba, Todibo, who's obviously been heavily linked to Man United, Benjamin Pavard, and there's more than that as well who are linked to us as well. So Graham Bailey reporting this evening that we're working hard, obviously, on getting Harry Maguire gone. And once he's left the club, Benjamin Pavard, Jean-Clair Todibo, Per Schurz, Jared Branthwaite, and Antonio Silva have all been discussed within United as potential replacements. At this moment, though, it looks like Benjamin Pavard might have taken the priority for Ten Hag due to a couple of reasons. He apparently wants United. He's obviously a good standard player, 27-year-old Bayern player. Good standard, very good standard, won a lot of stuff, can play multiple positions. He can play right back, he can play centre back, he can even play a midfield. So Pavard certainly would give us good cover over on the right back spot and the centre back spot for us, which is brilliant. So we could have quite a lot of opportunities in the team to give us competition and depth. So that's brilliant. And we're the favourites at this moment to sign him. There's not any other clubs that are sort of, linked with him at this stage. We are the favourites. It's thought that Bayern will struggle to keep hold of him. So Florian Plettenberg here reports that Man United at this stage are the favourites for the poker for Benjamin Pavard. Pavard can really imagine to join Man United as Ten Hag wants him. Concrete talks ongoing and positive price valuation around 30 million euros. So very obtainable by the sounds of it as well. Tuchel wants to keep him. Pavard wants to leave. Bayern won't be a massive loss for the club. So, would be a massive loss for the club. So, obviously, a big loss. He's somebody that's played a lot of seasons for them, a lot of performances. And as I say, he's versatile. And that's what I sort of am really drawn to with Benjamin Pavard. It's not just a case of, he's a good, talented player. He's 27, he's in his sort of best years, and he's multiple positions. So he can play when you need him to. And by all accounts, he would like to play for Man United, which is a big thing. I want players here who want to play. And he'd be leaving a great German side to come and play for Man United. So Fabrizio says that Benjamin Pavard would love to join Manchester United. He's very keen on the move. Get in there, my son. Come on. And there is a move to be expected from Manchester United very soon for Benjamin Pavard once this whole deal with Slabby Maguire is basically done up. So sources in Germany are expecting Man United to make a move for Benjamin Pavard if Harry Maguire leaves. Pavard wants to leave Bayern and he would love to play in England and is expected to cost 30 to 35 million euros. Get in there, my son. So that's the latest on the Pavard front. Let's move on to Scott McTominay and Amrabat. So we are looking at getting rid of Donny on a loan by the looks of it at the moment. We're working on getting rid of Fred. Fulham have interest in him there. And McTominay is obviously still up for debate. The only issue is now there's a here we go situation between West Ham and James Ward-Prowse and Southampton for a £30 million move. That's got the here we go from Fabrizio, personal terms verbally agreed. And so they are signing him. They've also signed Edison Alvarez. So it does seem like they may not be coming in for Scotty McTominay again after having their initial £30 million bid rejected for Scotty. But they also might, because it's known that Lucas Paqueta is wanted by City. And so there's every possibility that they could still add another midfielder to their ranks. So we may well be able to get rid of McTominay to West Ham. If not, there's still interest from other teams for Scotty. Apparently Eddie Howe is interested at Newcastle, and Jose Mourinho is interested at Roma. Maybe one or two other teams are interested in Scotty. So I don't think we'll get a lot more than 30 million for him. But maybe if a team is out there prepared to pay 35 million for Scotty, they can have him. So we're still hoping, come on, please get rid of this absolute melter. We're still hoping that Scotty can be sold in this transfer window, even if West Ham is not the destination to go. But we'll have to wait and see there if it's possible, because as I say, we might have priced him out of a move with how much we're actually demanding for the Scott McTominay transfer. It's probably too much money. It's an outrageous amount of cash. Also, just a couple of other little bits and bobs. Fulham interested in Fred, Saudi clubs and Turkish clubs. Bailly has been excluded from training at United now, and he's already reached a 3-year deal agreement with Besiktas, apparently asking for a termination at the football club so he can go for free. Zion Suzuki's quoted as saying that, you know, obviously he would like to have gone to Man United, but they've got Onana and he wants to play football. Martial's also returned to full training. Getting there, my son. And Hannibal Mejbri contract talks are taking place right now to sign him up to a longer-term deal, with the potential for him to go out on loan to maybe a fellow Premier League club such as Luton Town. And Donny to Sociedad is being worked on right now. That's pretty much the latest news, guys. And also there's some guff news about, you know, Aurelien Tchouameni as well, maybe being linked to Manchester United if we sell this player and that player and all that kind of thing. Be an expensive transfer and quite unlikely. But you never know. I mean, I guess that we are doing some crazy things this summer. It seems like a summer that is kind of like a non-Glazer summer that's potentially, I don't know, maybe hinting to the fact that this club might be sold soon. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's confusing. But that's pretty much the latest transfer news, guys. I'm now going to get into the live chat and have a Q&A with you legends. So now's the time for everyone to have their say and get your thoughts and opinions in about anything we have actually discussed in this vid, about any of the players, etc. Get your thoughts and opinions in. As always, twat the like button if you're just joining us. Hit the subscribe. We're only 6 subscribers away from 72,950 now, guys. Get in there, you beautiful legends. Beautiful, we're creeping up there, and we've just smashed 200 big ones. 200 likes, baby. See, thank you so much, you all, for hitting the thumbs up. Right, I'm going to go over to Twitter. It's pinned at the top of the chat. I'm just going to head over to Twitter and shout everyone out who's given us a retweet. It helps the show, guys. Thank you all. So, we've had 20 retweets. Thank you so much, everyone. Guy Am Legend, always giving us a quoted retweet, you legend. Get in there. You certainly are a legend, Guy. Also, we got 19 further reposts. Aaron Homeyard, Duncan Bonleafo, Vincent Bullock, Burberspin 9, a.k.a. Ryan, a.k.a. the Gaming Simp, Boomy, The Tweeter, Stephen Braun, Jaden, Richard Wisterpeck, John Boy Cat, Michael Paul, get in there, my son, Transfers _UTD, Rushmano, Imri Man United, Anthony Ong, Kieran, G-Dad Gamer, Josh Lee, Tommy71, United Mark, and Luke MUFC 04. Let's go. Thank you so much to you all. Everybody get some mad loving for those legends who've given us a retweet there. Every little helps us to sort of spread us around and maybe get a new few pairs of eyeballs on the show. So thanks everyone who's taken the time to retweet us there. I appreciate it. Absolute legends. Right then, let's get into the chat. Have your say now, guys. We get everybody's thoughts and opinions read out for at least the next 5-10 minutes. Have your say. There is no topics off limits. But I don't want to talk about Greenwood, though. What sign are you most excited about? Okay, well, I guess Rasmus Højlund, just because he's a goal scorer. But beyond him, I think that Sofyan Amrabat could be a bit of a game changer for us. And obviously Onana. Onana's kind of like somebody that's going to change the way we play fundamentally, which is quite exciting. Get in there, my son. Can we get a summary? I've just done it, actually, Mark, but you can go back and listen to what we've said in the start of the show and throughout that. But I've literally just done the summary, so I don't want to do another one right now. But thank you very much for getting in tonight. Good to see you. DJ Disco Dave, thank you for the €5 super chat, lad. Get in, you beauty. He says, finally, a half-decent transfer window. About bloody time. Erik ten Hag has a vision, and that vision is United back where we belong, on top of the world. Get in. Yeah, man, things are looking rosy at this minute. They're actually looking up. Maybe United could be back. I know we've been saying that for a while, but perhaps we could be back sooner rather than later. Building the right sort of team, getting the right sort of players, right sort of ages, the right sort of exciting players as well that will fit his system, not just big names or older players who've got a big reputation. He's actually going for sort of players that he fundamentally thinks will fit his system. And we've got rid of a lot of the shite, and we're still continuing to get rid of a lot of the shite players, and we're slowly improving positions and improving the talents in our squad. So, it's not going to happen overnight, but at this moment, things are looking pretty good for this season. I agree with you. Disco Dave, get in there. Ten Hag doing absolute bits. It's great to see. Yes, I did, K Slater. I did see that the first week of September's targeted, so reports are that by September 3rd, maybe for the Arsenal game, he could be back to play. I think that's accurate. Yeah, I think we'll probably be without him for most of August here, and he'll probably be back for the start of September. I think that's accurate based on the fact we heard little while ago that he was going to be out for a few weeks and wouldn't be featuring due to having some sort of an injury, a back injury. It's a big shame. Yeah, channel was probably half the size it is now back then, says Kate Cadet. What's that all about, lad? What are we talking about, bro? Oh, sorry, Boomy. Let's go have a look at that, mate. I missed that, bro. Let's have a look at what your reply is. Missed that, dude. Boomy says, okay, some sort of LFC thing here. All right, yeah. Nice one. Okay. Some sort of LFC shit. Basically saying, some absolute melter of a fan who thinks that LFC are going to get all the players. But he's a mug. Travis, thank you very much for getting in here with your Butcher Lissandro Martinez emojis. Great to see. Mason Greenwood training in his own, says Rajat V. Yeah. Maybe teams have figured Ten Hag out. This is his second season, says Jonathan Gallagher. Doubt it, mate. Last season we were playing with Slabo Maguire and Scott Mctominay and Fred and these guys. We're going to have a whole different team, whole different players. We were playing with Wout Weghorst at the top of the pitch, mate. Do you really think that we've been found out? I think we'll be unpredictable this season because of the new talents that have come in. We'll be playing in a different way, more of a Ten Hag way. So I don't know really where you're getting that from, Jonathan Gallagher. I would say that maybe you've been found out to be a complete clueless melt, my son. Way. I'm just kidding. Good evening, Jarvis. How you doing? Great to see you. How you getting on, my friend? How you doing tonight? Yeah, not too shabby, Jarvis. Good to see you, mate. How you doing? Stoics has thoughts on the white jersey. It's pretty fire, to be honest. It is a nice looking kit, isn't it? But don't buy it until those glazes are gone. Do you think of Newcastle number 10, says TJ? Who's that then? How can they figure him out when his style of play hasn't been implemented yet? Exactly, Palmaris. He's been lingering around with the guff at the club before then, having to play with whoever was actually there. Now he's actually starting to take shape with his squad at the football club. We'll start to play a new style of football. I mean, think about Andre Onana fundamentally changing the way we play out from the back. That's going to be different. It's hard to work out something that we haven't done yet. So I agree. Yeah, I mean, the white kit does look pretty fire, Mark N. You just bought one, says Marcy. Well, hopefully it was from Knockoff Nigel, otherwise you're a glazer. Shithouse shield, my son. J.U. Son, do you think that Ten Hag made good signings? Yes, I do, mate. Largely since he's been here, most of his signings have been good. You can argue maybe paid a bit much for players like Anthony, but Anthony still looks like he's going to have a bright future. Lissandro Martinez, brilliant. Casemiro, brilliant. Malacia, cheap and good. Can't really fault any of his signings, really. I don't think Weghorst was really who he wanted. He just had to get him for the limited budget that was available in January. And he's not here anyway. It didn't really affect us. So I'm pretty sure, his new signings will mostly work out. Not all of them are going to work out because that's just the way of football. I think most of them will work out. Do you think our third kit has bin dipper vibes? Definitely, mate. It looks like a Liverpool kit, doesn't it? It is horrible. I really like the Red Devil, though. But you're right. I mean, I've said that. It does seem quite Scousy area-ish, mate. It really does. Exactly, Dale, precisely. Chelsea up bid to 48 for Lavia. I reckon we should go in at 49, says Tommy Boy. Lavia's a good player, to be fair, lad. But it seems we're obviously, focusing on Sofyan Amrabat, new centre-backs, forward player maybe coming in as well. We don't know what's happening with Greenwood at the moment. Should Maguire make a farewell video? Yeah, I guess so. It should be an apology video. Not just a farewell video, but an apology video. Apologising to all of these fans for a shit 4 years. You know what I'm saying? That's what he should do. He should make a video saying, hey guys, yeah, I'm sorry that I was the worst captain in United history and that I was getting paid 200 grand a week to score OGs. I didn't mean to. I always try my hardest and, I'm very sorry for being crap. Just please forgive me. I'm going to go play for West Ham now and score own goals for them. So hopefully that's the end of that. AML says, I'd like to see us working on another striker. Thank you for your super chat, bud. Let's get some love hearts in there for AML. Get in there, you beauty. Says, I'd love to see us working on another striker. We're still lacking 30 plus goals a season. Can Rasmus step up? I'm not sure just yet. I don't think he will get that. I think he'll get 15 league goals this year in his first year. What do you reckon, guys? League goals for Rasmus Højlund this season. That's if he stays fit. Hopefully he's not an injury-prone sort of player. I don't think he is, but he is obviously injured at the moment, which isn't good. But no, it's his first season. He's only 20. He's going to have to adapt to the Premier League. He's going to have to take a bit of time to be coached and develop and actually, you know, learn his trade more. He's still a young guy, end of the day. He's got raw talent. He can also create. He's not just about scoring goals. But I think 15 is where we're aiming for this season for him. And then hopefully next year he can get into the 20s. That's the idea. But it's not going to happen overnight for him. He's not going to go from scoring 9 in Serie A to, 30 in the Premier League in his first season or anything. He's still developing as a player. And it would take time to adapt to a new culture as well. New footballing sort of league. 10 max, 10 to 13, 10 to 12. That's true, Berber. If he gets great service, it would help. 12 to 15, service not been good enough for a while, has it? 20 goals, 18 to 22, 10 to 15, 10 plus with decent play. 17. Get in there, Tim Clerdon. Yes, piss off the slab. Hello, Edward Reed. How you doing? 7 to 12, 22 says Boomy. 14 to 18, 21. Hey, I like it, Ernest Unlove. Yeah, well, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? If he could get 21 goals, it'd be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Brilliant stuff. Absolutely amazing. Tammy Abraham needed. I'm not really a big lover of Tammy Abraham, to be fair. I reckon he's kind of overrated in Gash. No, thank you. I consider him to be somewhat of a centre-forward Harry Maguire. I'm not really a big fan. I don't see it myself. Not a fan of his, personally. He'll need careful management with that injury. That's very true as well. Absolutely. Very, very true indeed. Yeah, good shout. Good shout. Pig, the service is there, but we cannot score. Bruno created so many chances. Technically, Bruno did create a lot of chances, but a lot of them were for Weghorst. You know what I mean? So, yeah, fair enough. Good point. The service from the wide areas is not great, though. That's true. But Bruno's created, I think, the most chances by quite a far distance in the Premier League last season, more so than even Kevin De Bruyne for his teammates. So you're absolutely right there. Bruno is a pure creator. You're right about that. Fred out, Højlund take the 17, Maguire out, Amrabat take the number 5. Oh, damn right. Damn right, indeed. By the way, guys, I don't know if you saw it, but I put a little... it's been a long time coming. Shout out to Jams the Highlights, who edited the video a long time ago. It's actually on his channel originally, and then it was on our Extras channel. You can join the Extras channel by putting an exclamation mark XTRA in the live chat. XTRA, guys, make sure you smash a cheeky little subscribe over on the Clips channel, because there's clips, updates, and little funny pieces and stuff going on over there daily. But there is a new rant compilation from the last season. Obviously, I couldn't get it on at the end of the season because of the... the situation with my mum and everything. I just wasn't really in the right headspace to do it and edit it and all that sort of stuff. But Jams are actually put it on his channel, and he's put it on my Clips channel the other day. And I premiered it earlier on this main channel. So, because we do that every year, we always have a rants and raves video with all the highs and lows of the season on there. It's like a 43-minute video. I'm going to put it in the live chat, because what I'm going to do is run a competition. So, we had 5 winners the other week, and they've all got their T-shirts coming out to them, apart from one person, which is... Sean Hockridge 6551, who still hasn't got in contact with me. Are you there? I don't know if he's around, or maybe he's just a one-time Larry who entered. I don't know. But everybody else has got their T-shirts heading their way. And if you want to get yourself involved, we're going to get you an opportunity to win a T-shirt. All you have to do is go over and comment on the video, smash a like on the video as well, enter here. Oh, hang on a sec. Let me put it in there. Enter competition here. Smash a like and comment on this video. Anybody who comments within the next hour, so from 23:23 to 12:23, which is 11:23 p.m. to 12:23 a.m. So within the next hour after this video finishes, don't worry if you've already put a comment on the video. You just comment again, and a proper comment as well. Not just some bullshit that says hi or comment. Has to be something like, hello, what's going on, etc. An actual proper comment or some shit. Then you will be entered in for a T-shirt of your choosing. It can be a Glazers Out T-shirt, it can be a Bacon Brigade T-shirt, an I Believe T-shirt, whatever you want. So that's the idea there, guys. We're going to do a cheeky giveaway. Do us a favor, help us spread the word of that stream a little bit more, or that premiere, by going over there and clicking a comment on it. There it is right there. So I'm going to just pin that to the top. I've misspelled competition, but you know what that's meant to say. So go over and click that link. That will take you to the video of the rants compilation. By the way, do not watch this video with kids around. Don't do it. Don't watch it with kids around, because there's about 1 million swear words in it, guys. It's pretty fucking obscene. It's obscene. So don't go over there and watch it with kids around, because it is seriously, like, it's disgraceful, to be honest. But you know what? Oh, whoops, sorry, it's a bit shaky. But you know what? That's the season's highs and lows right there, guys. So please go over there, smash a comment. That will enter you into the competition. And that way, you know, you could win a t-shirt. We'll draw it tomorrow on the channel. We'll draw the winner tomorrow. Get yourself in there. Sin Games, how you doing, my friend? I hope you're enjoying yourself, mate. Get in there, you beauty. You want a Ginger Goblin shirt? I do actually have a design, which is a David Moyes face saying I have no idea what I'm doing from many years ago. But I don't know if I could actually do that at this moment in time. But yeah. Okay, brilliant. You love the highlights videos. Absolutely sensational. Thank you, Kate Cadet. Yeah, go and watch it. Go smash a like on it. Yeah, doing a bit better, Travis, mate. Still, you know, not ideal, but doing a bit better. Thanks, lad. Thank you, Hoopman says watched it. It was funny. I'll get in there, my son. Yeah, so check out the Eclipse channel. ! Extra in the live chat. Also, our brilliant Sing Games. So you're having a nice time in Morocco, my son. Get in there, my son. He's on a drug mule trip. You what? I'm just joking. Enjoy it, my friend. Anyway, yes. Thank you guys for tuning in. You're a bunch of legends. All the best to you all. I am going to wrap this video up there tonight, but that's the latest transfer news. There is no sort of confirmations or anything that's coming about Harry Maguire, you know, and the agreement there, but it is basically agreed, obviously, in principle. Waiting for more information tomorrow. So enjoy yourselves, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Like I say, go and comment on this video in the next hour. Everyone who comments in the next hour, don't worry if you've already commented, just comment again. And we will, and smash a like as well. And make sure you're subscribed. And if you are, and you do so, you'll be entered into the competition tomorrow, and we will draw it live on the evening show. So come back tomorrow night, we'll find out the winner of the competition also. Can I play your song one more time? Go on then, Cake Cadet. Let's have the Cake Cadet play us out. Last time, mate.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious going West Ham. Even though the sound of it is really quite exciting. And if you say it loud enough, it's even quite orgasmic. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious going West Ham.
Right. No, that's good, mate. I enjoyed it. I loved it, in fact. It was brilliant. I enjoyed it more the first time, though. I've got to be honest. The second time, it was like it's like pulling teeth, mate, to be fair, listening to that so close. I mean, you guys are listening to it in the microphone. I've got it right close to my face. Can you imagine? Goodness me. Nah, it's pretty good. It is a good one. Good job there, Cake Cadet. Well done, sir. Thank you, Travis. Thank you, everybody else, for getting in here tonight. I appreciate you all. Thank you, all the legends on the screen here. Shout out to all the moderators like the Hoop Man, Vootinator, Berber, the Cake Cadet, obviously Sing Games, and just everybody who's been in here tonight. Hoopy, you know, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the show, and all the moderators and all the members here in green as well. Shout out to all the members in green who support this channel, help us do what we do. You're a bunch of legends. Thank you to Cake Cadet for the outrageous song. You'll be singing that all night now, won't you? Take care, guys. Thank you so much. Oh, the Glazers Out one. Where's the Glazers Out one? Let's see that one there, Vootinator lad. See if I can find that one. It's up here somewhere. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Here he is.
The time has come to get these yank bastards out our football club. Come on, United.
We need to get back on the screen, don't I? Anyway, nice one. That's it from me, guys. Come back after you've after this video's finished. Get your thoughts and opinions in the not live comment section. Also, enter that competition there, guys. Go over and comment on that video, and that'd be awesome. Just comment anything within the next hour. And smash a like, and you will be entered, and we'll pick the winner tomorrow for a free t-shirt anywhere in the world, guys. Anywhere in the world. Also, you can watch it. It's just a rants compilation. It's very full of swear words and stuff like that, though, so steady on, but enjoy. That's it from me, guys. There's the latest news. Come back, have your say about anything we've discussed. As I say, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. Thank you, Stuart. Thank you, everybody else. You're a bunch of legends. Have a good night, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with the latest goings on. Slabby out. Come on. New players coming in. Maybe Benjamin Pavard, possibly Todibo, Sofyan Amrabat, etc. Get in there, you beauties. Let's be having you. So thank you for all watching. I'll see you tomorrow with more United news. Check out the channel by smashing the subscribe, clicking the bell icon for notifications. We'll be back on in the afternoon about 3 p.m-ish, and in the evening with a 10 p.m. update. And if there is any breaking news when I wake up, we'll try and jump on then and in the evening also. Thanks, guys and girls, for tuning in. Have a great night. Peace. Piggy loves you. And remember, when the seagulls follow the trawler, as this is because they sink, sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you very much.